On this week's episode, just when you thought it was safe to be a galaxy far, far away, it's the return of Star Wars once again. How the MCU continues to inspire our friends, and what games should we remember from this current console generation? All this and more as we once again delve into the pop culture cosmos. And we're back with another episode of the Pop Culture Cosmos. This is Gerald Glassford from Pop Culture Cosmos and Game Source. We truly appreciate everyone out there listening to all of our great programs. But it wouldn't be a Pop Culture Cosmos without my good friend. He is our own Sith Lord of Humanica Media. You got to check out everything that's going on today at humanicamedia.com, Humanica Media on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and so much more. It is my good friend. It is Josh Peterson. Star Wars celebration all weekend long in a great month of April already for pop culture.
I saw that, man. I keep seeing the trailer. I didn't even know these trailers were coming out. I just saw people glued to their phones on Friday. I was trying to figure out what's going on. And then lo and behold, they dropped a trailer, and the next day they dropped another trailer.
Yes, and also they dropped another trailer for The Mandalorian on top of that. Well, actually, footage for it, I should say. But we'll discuss everything major that went on at the Star Wars celebration, like Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, Star Wars The Mandalorian, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, coming up here in a second. We're also going to be talking about what games will define this current console generation as it's beginning to wind down. The rumors are now hotter than ever about a new PlayStation 5 and a new Xbox console on the way. So we're going to talk about what games we think will define this current console generation. I'm going to talk also as well on the back end a little bit about what went on at NAB 2019. That's the National Association of Broadcasters Convention. Plus, our good friends Nutty Nucius from the Nutty Bites podcast and also the Beyond the Wall show. She is going to be coming on she's going to be coming on our program to talk about her Marvel memories and how they relate into Avengers Endgame. And she actually has some pointed words when it comes to she actually has some great words when it comes to her thoughts on Captain Marvel as well. And then our good friend Jason Todd Feinberg from Honey Queen, he's going to mention his Marvel, he's going to mention his Marvel memories and how it also ties into Endgame coming up as well. He's got some great things to talk about when it comes to the Avengers and everything that's going on leading into Endgame. But my friend, it was a Star Wars celebration this weekend in Chicago. A lot of great stuff happened. While you may have not been caught up to date on that, but I tell you, I tried to get everybody at Pop Culture Cosmos Land out there up to date as best I could. I apologize for bringing the show out late for PCC Multiverse, but while I was trying to edit, I was also trying to listen to the panel at the Star Wars celebration that kicked off Star Wars Episode 9, and you're listening to all the actors and everything, but come on, bring out the trailer, all the time while I'm trying to edit and trying to put out the show. Finally, after about an hour and a half or so, they did bring out the new Star Wars Episode 9 trailer, Episode 9 entitled The Rise of Skywalker. I know you got a chance to check out the video. We posted it on our popculturecosmos.com site shortly after it aired. Your thoughts on The Rise of Skywalker and the Star Wars trailer that came out. I know you've always been on the fence as of late in the past couple of years when it comes to Star Wars. Did it reignite that fire?
Yes, actually, but what more did it was the fact that I keep reading all these articles about possible Rian Johnson story retconning being done by J.J. Abrams. It has not been confirmed. He has not said anything about it, but that kind of made me think, okay, well, maybe some of the things that I didn't like about Last Jedi are going to be negated in this next one, and we will actually get something that leaves both people on the Last Jedi debate satisfied.
I'd like to see him retcon Snoke. That would be hard to do.
A lot of theories floating around about Snoke, though, and what he his part in all of this.
This is true. This is true. But as far as the trailer itself, the images that were there, a lot of it from a desert planet type format. They're also on some sort of, I want to guess, they're trying to escape the, what is it, the First Order, as far as they're trying to escape as far as certain doom at certain points in time. Plus, also Daisy Ridley, who plays Rey, she's also looking to do some sort of force backflip into trying to go ahead uh, with her Jedi sword and trying to go ahead and slice into the, I don't know, could have been Kylo Ren's TIE fighter there. Not quite sure who it was going ahead and accelerating, trying to ram her, but you know what? She does a humongous backflip and looks like she's about ready to go ahead and just slice a new one into that TIE fighter. Excuse me, into the TIE fighter that was coming at her. Also, the images there of a part of a Death Star that could have been the second one, could have been the first one. We're not quite sure what that Death Star is from, or which movie it's from, or which time frame it's from. And then, of course, at the end, the evil laugh of Palpatine. Your thoughts on the actual trailer as a whole, the lightsaber, the image of Rey getting the lightsaber ready to slice uh, into that TIE fighter, possibly of Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren going through that foresty area, looking to do some damage, like he did, actually attacking and giving someone the almost like a power slam there type deal on somebody, and basically just otherwise just image shots of the whole team that's there for the resistance that's available, including a touching hugging scene between Rey and Princess Leia. Your thoughts on the actual trailer itself? Was it the kind of imagery that you like to see, and is something now you're looking forward to? It sounds like you are.
Yeah, I mean, I would like, because I'll be honest, I'm not. I want to see the Skywalker story come to an end. I'm not crazy wrapped up in it all. Like, if you would have asked me back when the first new Star Wars movies are coming out, do I want to see more Skywalker stories or do I want to see something new? I would have definitely told you something new, but I'm not ungrateful that they're still making Star Wars and showing us what happened to our favorite heroes, even if their demises weren't desirable. But yeah, it's cool. I'm curious to see how Rey's story is going to come to a close, and how Finn and Poe and what was the Kelly Trans character's name? Rose.
Rose, that's correct. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm curious because they obviously. So I don't know how much communication was done between The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, but now J.J. Abrams has to wrap up what was done in The Last Jedi, good or bad. And so I'm just hoping that it all comes to a conclusion that makes you in the movie in an elated state, kind of like when you finish Return of the Jedi, you're like, okay, it leaves the door open, but it's a good enough end to show to make you feel like you don't have to watch any more of them.
John Boyega indicated that this takes place about a year after the events of The Last Jedi. And with that, it looks like Rey has been in training. There's an image of her, I guess, going through some of the old Jedi books. So she's obviously been getting through that as far as trying to use that for her training. And then the whole trailer itself, outside of the very end, is narrated with possibly a Force ghost in Luke Skywalker, aka Mark Hamill himself, actually guiding you through the entire trailer. It just looks like there's some good images so far. Nothing really outstanding as far as from an imagery standpoint, because it didn't look like it looks like they were holding back and weren't showing you all the cards that they have to deliver, which I think is good, and is just trying to get as a little teaser. It did exactly that. And you know what? It just seems to me like they're off on a good note. People are in a much better spirits because J.J. Abrams is behind the wheel once again directing. I know the divisiveness and the polarization that Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi has created within the Star Wars fandom universe. It's something that, to me, I think is a good sign, and the positivity is there. It connected well throughout the social media world, but also through regular news outlets that reported it and reported it in haste as far as the enthusiasm that was there. So I really think there's some good signs that Star Wars is back and now on the right track going forward, at least to end this part, like you said, of the whole Skywalker saga.
Yeah, I mean, and the imagery they showed in the trailer is pretty cool. The fallen Death Star, like you said, and um, just they don't really show it. There's theories going around that we go back to Endor. I don't know if that's true or not, but just the those cool forest scenes where it showed Kylo Ren hitting the hilt of his lightsaber down into somebody like that. It looks cool. It looks like it's gonna have all the J.J. Abrams tight action scenes with the little lens flares in them, so that could be cool. But mostly, I'm just happy to see that despite the bumpy road left by the Last Jedi, that we're getting a complete story. That this is all the last what 6 years, 5 years, 5 years of Star Wars films are all coming to an end. And from what I understand, I know they're going to take a little bit of a break from them, but we're going to start getting new Star Wars stories here, and I think that's what everybody is really looking forward to. So they're getting close. The last generation of Star Wars fans is getting closure there, especially with the return of Lando Calrissian, and then new Star Wars fans are going to be able to get something new going forward. So I think it's kind of a good way to close the gap between generations and kind of give them both what they want.
Yes, you're correct. Lando Calrissian just had a brief shot flying, piloting the Millennium Falcon real quickly in the trailer. So that was a great sign. He was actually there at the Star Wars celebration, looking a little bit frail, but he was still there and be able to go ahead and ingratiate himself in front of the crowd. And also Palpatine, he was there right after the trailer ended and to ask go ahead and say roll it one more time, which was actually very funny, and a lot of people got a real big kick out of that. So it looks like he will be playing some sort of role. Possibly, did he ever die, or is he as a Force ghost? We're gonna have to wait and see. But his evil laugh was there at the end. And if you want to check out the trailer in and of itself, you can catch it on our popculturecosmos.com webpage. It's right there for you. And check all that out, plus also all the other stuff we've got going on over there. And again, it's going to be a great sign. It looks like it's a great sign. The enthusiasm for the trailer coming out. A lot of people are now back on or going back on the Star Wars train once again. And it looks like good things are ahead. Good things are coming up ahead for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. That's true. That's true. That's true, my friend. Yep, there is he did say there was a way to cheat death.
You never know, man. I'm not throwing any Darth Pelagius theories out there, but maybe the guy's still around.
Maybe. What are your thoughts out there on the latest trailer? What are your thoughts out there on the debut trailer for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker? Share us your thoughts, popculturecosmos at yahoo.com. Also as well, Pop Culture Cosmos, Humanica Media, and Game Source on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Well, there's also other great things that went on and took place at the Star Wars celebration all weekend long, including glimpses of not only the upcoming Star Wars The Mandalorian that's coming later this year to Disney Plus, but also a brand new video game coming November 12th from EA and Respawn Entertainment, the folks behind Apex Legends and also Titanfall as well. And that is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. We saw a story trailer for that. I love it when they always say game footage. This is not actual game footage. It was just this, it was just basically the trailer and just showing you the story arc as far as what is going to be going. And the basic synopsis was that a Jedi who had suffered through Order 66 and was trying to be in hiding and just trying to go ahead and be a regular Joe through accidental means gets found out, and now he's on the run from obviously the Empire and all that. Your thoughts on Jedi Fallen Order? Is it something you're interested in? Because I have some words I'd like to say about EA when it comes to this non-multiplayer, non-multi, it's popping real big, non-multiplayer, non-microtransaction, single-player narrative game. Thought EA doesn't do those anymore.
Yeah, that actually sounds conspicuous. So what are they going to be throwing at us? No, I'm stoked to have a single player Star Wars game. We haven't gotten one of those since The Force Unleashed, or was it Jedi Academy? What was the last one to do that? I don't remember. But
It
no,
was Force Unleashed, I believe. Force Unleashed 2, I think.
I would love if The Force Unleashed became canon. That would be so cool. But no, I mean, it looks good to me. Like it shows a uh
Are you still there? I lost you. Josh, you still there? Josh. Oh, Josh.